Just start this already.
It's already started. See the red? That doesn't go to red.
You gotta play it.
Yeah. Hello everyone, it's Todd Moore and
Tyler Moore.
And this is the Moore's Less Show, where you get more news in less time. We always talk about the stuff that really interests us. We talk about global news. We talk about tech news. We talk about gaming news. We talk about sports news.
There's some local news around us.
We'll talk about a little bit of local news. We always like to talk about the Fighting Illini because that's where we're from, this area, and we love the Fighting Illini. They're awesome, and Brad Underwood and the crew. We'll talk a little bit about XFL. We won't get too deep about that, but we'll talk a little bit of UFC. What's going on this weekend. We'll do a little bit of bracketology. We'll do some AP polls, and then we'll do some predictions. And then that should be our show. We appreciate everyone watching. So first off, let's start with global news. And first of all, I always like to make sure, see if Tyler has anything on the global news part that he'd like to talk about. Got anything you want to talk about?
Well, Bloomberg is out of the polls, which is a very shocker.
And Bloomberg is out because basically we had Super Tuesday. This is Wednesday. By the way, this is Wednesday, March 4th, 2020. Yesterday, we had Super Tuesday, where a bunch of states, including California and Texas, which really only to the count, to be honest. I don't mean that against anyone else. The reason why California and Texas, they have so many delegates that they overshadow, that the rest of them can get together and it wouldn't even matter, is the problem.
Damn.
Yeah. Because Texas is huge and they both have large populations.
Yeah, I know that.
But anyway, so we had Super Tuesday, and with all the difficulties that a lot of them had, we have had a lot of people drop out, right?
Yeah, like 3.
You said Bloomberg?
Well, Bloomberg's one of them. I can't remember who the other 2 were.
Well, first of all,
I think it was one of them that you liked.
It was Buttigieg and the gal. And I always screw her name up.
Yeah, I don't know who her name is.
She's from Minnesota. Anyway, you know how much Bloomberg spent on his, supposedly?
$2.8 million? Billion?
No. Close though. $500 million, $500 million on this
Oh.
campaign, and he lost. He was 3rd and 4th in the polls. He was behind Elizabeth Warren. It was mostly, it was Sanders and Biden, depending on the state. But Biden actually won Super Tuesday. Oh, fuck, I forgot to put my hat on. Don't let me stop that. Is my hair good?
Yeah, your hair's been good.
Woo! Back. I'm back. Got me all fucking off now. What was it? Oh, yeah. Biden and Sanders. They're the ones that are going to be basically left. Because there's others, I think, that are still in it. But they've got such a little percentage that it's not really going to matter in the long run. So what else you want to talk about? The sad news this week. We had a tornado in Tennessee, and it was quite unusual because it actually went down in through the town of Nashville, and it's pretty fucking bad. It was
Suburbs?
No, city.
Oh, the actual city.
City, right down through it. It was an EF3 with 165 mile an hour winds.
Ooh, damn.
24 people died.
That's the total, or are they still counting?
So far today, total was 24. So it could go up, could go down. And I believe not only did it hit Nashville, but it hit a suburb of Nashville as well. As it was moving, and some of those dead were children that was in the suburb, which is very, very sad. It happened at night, unfortunately. So, you can get all the protection you want, and but if you're asleep, then you're in trouble because most people don't just leave the emergency radio on all the time. Although if I knew and I'm not blaming them, but because the likelihood of that happening in towns like fucking crazy. But around here, we're kind of used to tornadoes zooming through. This town's already been hit by one, so when there's any weather for us like that, we turn on the emergency weather radio, and even when we go to sleep, so if something happens. Of course, that sometimes that shit don't matter either. And then they talk about the sirens, and sirens are fucking great, but the problem that we've found with those sirens is if the wind gets too high, if they're 165 mile per hour winds, they probably can't hear the sirens because the wind's blowing and howling so much.
Yeah.
You know? But if it's that close, you're kind of in trouble anyway. If you start hearing that, then, you know.
It reminds me, I saw this video about someone modify, like this YouTube channel modifies the siren into anything he can make out with sound. So he was getting suggestions of using SpongeBob's wee woo, Patrick's wee woo sound.
Yeah.
It was
Classic.
something. It only lasts for like
Classic.
It only lasts for like 10 seconds, but that's it.
That was classic though.
Yeah, it is.
Fucking SpongeBob SquarePants is classic.
It's still going, but
The Simpsons, classic. They're still going. Well, SpongeBob, I think, are not reviews, reruns because a guy died that created it, unfortunately. But Simpsons are still going strong. Hell, it's been fucking 20-some years, probably. So, okay, we talked about Super Tuesday.
And coronavirus.
And basically everyone dropped out. We talked a little bit about the coronavirus. Oh, God. All right. Let's talk about the Dow Jones Industrial. If you guys got a 401k, take right now, I want everyone take a deep fucking breath. It's going to be all right. It's going to be all right. You got to keep telling yourself that. And do not look at your portfolio right now. Do not. Just
if you did, well, you're fucked up.
You're going to start crying. The Dow sank more than 10% since February.
That's bigger than the fucking 2008 depression.
Yep.
This is a 2020
it's
depression.
So since February to now, 10% loss, and it's all due to the coronavirus scare, which I think is overblown myself.
Everyone.
But Italy is thinking about closing all schools and colleges.
Which should be a good idea.
And many travel restrictions are going across the globe for different places. U of I is bringing home their students from, I believe, Korea and Italy, and also Great Britain and Scotland or Ireland. Whichever, I don't remember. But over there, British Islands, you know. So they're definitely doing the right thing and taking precautions. And when I say it's overblown, don't get me wrong, I don't think it's very serious, but I think let's not cause a panic and get everyone all worked up. Let's take precautions like they're doing and you know, and treat it like we would anything else. And hopefully we can get it. I hope I'm not wrong. That's all I got for global news. You got anything else, global news?
No.
You want to go into tech news now?
Sure.
So you truck drivers, get this, you're going to have another opportunity, another way to be able to drive besides using diesel. There's a trucking company right now that has just gone public in, speaking of New York Stock Exchange, interesting time to do it, but they just gone public. They're called the Nikola Trucking Company.
Nikola Truck
Nikola. Nikola. Esta Nikola.
Hey, Nico, let's go bowling.
Yeah, they're going to be the first zero transmission big rig company in the stock market to go public. What's that give them? Extra $525 million of funding. They already got like 500
Wait,
and some
what?
odd million. Yep.
That's how much?
Yep, the way they split up the stocks. Yep. So that's going to boost them. They're from Arizona, I believe. And here's their situation is, and they kind of do make sense, right? You know, with Tesla and electric systems, they've built up the electric grid across the country, you know, where they have stops. But they really haven't built up. How many hydrogen stations have you heard about across the country? Not very many, right?
Yeah, not
if
much.
any, right? There are a few, but not very many. So it doesn't make a lot of sense to have cars, pedestrian vehicles, with hydrogen, because there's no way to fill them up. Even though it might be it's superior in a lot of ways to electricity because quicker to fill and you can go a lot farther on it.
Yeah.
So, but
Like ethanol.
but either way, the infrastructure is not there to do it. But what Nicola's saying is that's going to be different with the commercial industry because what happens with truck driving industry, they go from point to point, point to point, point to point, and they continue to do that. They don't veer off that. That's how they got to get from place to place. So if they go to one place to another and they actually put in hydrogen tanks in there and everything, they can fill up right at that where they drop off, go to the next place, and then maybe go to the next place. So
they're saying putting the hydrogen,
and this is for
hydrogen pumps at their stop.
Right. Let's just say you're like my buddy Bob. He drives cross country. Let's say you go from Texas to New York. Fucking long way, right?
Yeah, that's long.
Right. Wrong way. Well, maybe on the stop you hit Indianapolis on your way to New York. You have a stop. Well, you go to Indianapolis, you fill your fucking tank back up with hydrogen, and then you go to New York, fill it back up. You know what I'm saying? Bang, bang, bang. Yeah. Just like you would diesel, basically. But you're instead of doing it at a gas station, you're doing it at the place where you're offloading or somewhere close to where you would be. Maybe they build them right there close. Makes sense too. So that's interesting. They're going to use the hydrogens for long distance, and then for the short distance, they're going to use electric like a lot of the other people are going to, like they do. So they expect to earn $3.2 billion in revenue by 2024.
Oh, really?
Yep.
That's big.
Yep. Other thing I got when it comes to tech is Hulu and PS4. Hulu.
And the PlayStation 4. What's wrong with the PlayStation 4?
Well, they used to have this service called the PS View. Anybody remember that?
I do.
I do too. Well, it's failed. And the problem is that concept was badass. But the real problem is the money, the way it costs, and the service wasn't that good.
Probably.
So they ended up shutting it down. But when they had it, they wouldn't let Hulu on there because of all the shit that Hulu has on it. So now they shut down. They're finally putting the Hulu back on the PS4 for those who do have the Hulu account. I personally don't. But if you do, and you know, I like competition, I like options, put it on there. It's great. Actually, I got one more check.
Did you?
Mm-hmm. I lied. Those are good. Sorry, guys.
So what's this last tech news you have?
How old are you people that are watching me? The 10 of you. 12.
They're probably teenagers, probably.
Well, we have Google now. You can Google that shit. There's this service that started in 1999 by from the University of UC Berkeley, basically. University of California at
BYU?
Berkeley. No, University of California at Berkeley. UC Berkeley.
Oh.
So that's 21 years. It's called SETI at Home. I don't know if you guys know what that is. You probably don't if you're young. If you're older like me, you do. I actually had it running on my computers at work for a long time.
So it's not... Well, I looked at it. I thought it was like a... almost like a Alexa. So it's something to do with your computer?
Trying to find alien life. Search for extraterrestrial intelligence is what SETI stands for. And so what they were doing, we have telescopes and radar and detectors, basically aiming up, receiving signals from cosmics, basically.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and they capture those signals, looking for patterns that might be communication or anything. So they capture a lot of those signals. And problem with SETI, the reason why SETI Home did it is the problem is they didn't have enough computing power to really process through the data that they needed to do. So their idea was, hey, let's outsource it. Let's crowdsource this. Before there was crowdsourcing, let's ask people to install an app on their computer so when their computers are down, when they're not using it, we can use that computer as part of basically an internet supercomputer that processes all the data for us while we're processing it. So instead of having to process all of it here, we process it here, we process it there.
That's pretty smart.
Very smart. And it's when you're not using the computer. As soon as you start using the computer, they stop doing it and you're back to normal. Very fucking smart. I had it running for 10 fucking years probably, just chewing away. They give you a graph, and if something blipped up, they'd show you, you know. It's really fucking cool.
What happened to it?
They've got so much data now, they can't get it analyzed. They're like, so they shut it down because they don't need any more data right now, because they can't get the data they need. They got it processed, but now they have to go through now.
So it's still there, but they just have too much data.
They're not going to start it again, though.
Oh.
Nope. What they're asking people to do is go to this site called Folding at Home. Folding, Folding at Home. Google search that. That does the same thing as SETI, where it uses all these computers, but instead of looking for aliens, disease research. Cancer, leukemia, diseases.
That's really smart.
Fucking A. That's why I'm talking about it. And I am not sponsored or supported by no one, but I'm going to probably install that on a couple of computers I have. And especially the ones I got at work. They sit all night long, not doing anything. And they're not, it ain't like you say, well, you're burning up. Maybe a little power, but that really ain't, I mean, for what you're getting out of it, it ain't that big a deal. I mean, it ain't going across the internet, bang, 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 bang. They do all the processing on the computer, and then they send what they need. And then back. That's it. So, Folding at Home. Folding at Home. Go there. I don't know if it's .com or .org. Just Google it. You'll find it out. It's really cool. Now I'm done with my tech news. Ain't got no more. You ain't got any tech news, or you good?
I'm good. So far, yeah.
Gaming news now. Let's go to gaming news.
You can start off because I don't have anything to do with NVIDIA.
Whoa.
Well, I don't have anything about NVIDIA, but you do somehow.
Whoa. Fucking bringing it, ain't you? You're bringing it. He's bringing it. All right.
Yeah, but I'm going to keep the science shit at the very end.
What you hate about NVIDIA? Just talk about that first.
Yeah.
What?
You do it.
No, what do you hate about NVIDIA?
I didn't say I hate it.
What are you talking about? You didn't like the story?
I said you do it because I don't have anything about it.
Oh, you didn't look it up?
I couldn't find anything. I said apparently you do.
I can dig deep on the internet, people. I dig deep. Okay, so I have an NVIDIA Shield, and I love the son of a bitch. And I have an NVIDIA graphics card on my computer. Believe it or not, I have an AMD computer with an NVIDIA graphics card.
Yeah?
Yep. And it allows me to do it actually would allow me to do the GeForce Now, where I could actually play games off of my computer, or I could also stream to the computer and then over through my network directly to the box, like streaming service, you know?
Yeah.
So they're trying to advance it and make it actually just more basically a streaming service. And the problem is they're having a lot of developers pulling their games from the service. You know, they're trying.
We talked about the last couple of days. They took off. Who were they? Activision's games. That's pretty big. And what was the other one?
Due to technical difficulties, we're gonna have to start over or start in the middle of our last talk about Activision and NVIDIA GeForce Now.
So apparently Activision and Bethesda got rid of their games off of the GeForce.
Yep, they're all going away. And the controversy is between the two, is between consumers and developers. And I can kind of see both sides. And before we go any farther, shout out to Tanner. He's helping us out tonight on this podcast. Props out to him. And he's also a Moore. So he's part of the Moore's Less show.
Ah, fuck.
God damn.
Yeah, I didn't drop shit.
I dropped shit?
I said, hey, I didn't drop shit.
Oh. Because I do drop shit. I love this fucking pop. Anyway. So, developers against consumers. So let's talk about the consumers first. Consumers and you understand this, right? Okay, let me say, okay, I'm on the fucking PC, and the way that the GeForce Now works, you stop. Tanner's fucking us up. I'm having a hard time here.
Okay, continue.
I'm trying.
Just look at me when you're saying it.
Okay. Stop it. Stop it.
Tanner, just stay there for...
Don't get me started. I'm gonna have to cut all this shit out. Is the fucking thing still red?
Yeah.
God damn it! Quit.
Okay.
It's supposed to be funny, but goddamn, we're doing a good job if he's laughing, I guess. Anyway,
We gotta keep
going.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's say you're on. So what the streaming service? So what it is, GeForce, basically is an app.
It's almost like Netflix.
Yeah, you can install on any fucking system you want. Which, think about this. With Netflix, let's say you want to watch a movie, right? Well, you can watch it on the PS4. You can watch it on the computer. You can watch it on your mobile phone. You pay one time for that movie. You watch it on all those. Netflix maybe ain't the right approach because it's... Well, it's a little different.
You buy like $60 per year.
Right.
And you get like hundreds and hundreds of games.
Right, so it's very similar.
Cost $60.
But developers don't like this because think about this. That means now you say, I'm going to buy Call of Duty and I'm going to pay $60 for it. And guess what I get to do now? I get to play that Call of Duty on my PC. I get to play it on my PS4. And I get to play it on my mobile for $60 fucking dollars.
Oh, wait, that was a bad...
Sounds awesome, right, for us?
Activision.
Right, well, the developers, the reason why they're leaving that... the reason why they're leaving NVIDIA GeForce Now is because of they want to be able to charge one for the PS4, one for the PC, another for your mobile, so they get all that revenue. They don't want to be able to only have you only pay once because they lose 4 times the money. And the excuses they're using is first of all, they want to make sure there's no cheating in it, so they want no one to cheat, which is kind of bullshit. I don't know how you cheat. How's that any different? Steam, like Steam.
Seems like a money
And
house.
they're bitching about the copyright and losing money because it's copyright. It ain't copyright.
No.
GeForce, what GeForce did was, the other thing they did was they put on games without asking. They did. They did.
They fucking did.
They did. Yeah. They put on games. They're like, fuck it. Here we go.
Let's just put
it on here.
Throw a handful in.
Yeah. You pay us and we'll pay them. We ain't even gonna ask them. Fuck it. Exactly. So
that you're in sports
that's
news?
the end. No, that ain't sports. That's tech.
Oh, it's tech. Shit.
That's all right. He's had a few. Okay. Time for sports then.
No, it's mine. My
oh, you got tech?
I got gaming news.
We're not at gaming yet.
We were talking about gaming news. That was the NVIDIA thing that we're talking about.
Oh yeah, you're right. We're in gaming news. My shit's all fucked up. Have another pop, Todd. Anyway.
So apparently, a gaming company, not gaming company, god damn it, a Japanese company, I should say that. So we all know about the gaming chair and how bulky it is and how easy it's ripped.
Yep.
Experience from the last one, the one I have right now. So apparently,
we're gonna show an image. We'll show an image while he's talking about this chair, this gaming bed.
This is a gaming bed.
Gaming bed. I'll put an image in the video so you can see what he's talking about. It's fucking pretty badass if you look at it. But the problem is, fucking money's ridiculous. Check this out. Go ahead.
Oh, I didn't see the fucking money. So there are 3 snack vendors, 1 behind you and 2 on each side. On your left side, you have a keyboard and mouse, and in front of you is 2 monitors with speakers, and where your headrest is a phone hanging above your head.
Yep.
Hey, lucky the phone's not falling off your head.
Yep. The company's name's Bahat.
How about hot that?
I'll have to spell the motherfucker. It's BAHAT. Butte. Bahat. Be hot.
So
How's
apparently,
that Japanese?
the full setup, which turns 8 different products into a cocoon, costs roughly 113,250.
Wait a
What's
minute.
that, yen? No, wait. What's that?
That is yen.
Yen?
Yeah. Wait a minute. Wait. Here it is. 113. Shit it right out. Who the fuck's got 113?
Or in America,
how much is that in American?
1,048.
$1,048?
Snacks are sold separately.
1,048? Really? That's it?
Yeah.
That actually ain't so bad. I'll take that back. Wow. That's actually, for what you see there, see you guys? You see it? That can't be including screens. That's probably just the bed. And all the paraphernalia. Not the computer, obviously. Not the screen. But fuck, that ain't bad. Not really. What do you think? Tanner thinks it's pretty cool.
Have you seen it? You have not seen it.
Well, when he sees it, he's going to be happy. And then we're going to be, me and my old lady's going to be in trouble. Guess what I want for Christmas?
Snacks
Fuck that. Anyway, what else you got?
Well, hang on. This person who he has a couple of questions about it. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 questions. So his first question is, what is the mask for? I think that's what the person that was. You can't pick up shit.
Fucker throws it at me. Hits me right in the glasses.
Oh, that was Tanner who
Yeah.
I thought you were dropping shit again.
Well, I did, but he threw one right at me. He went right fucking square. Can't play baseball, but can fucking dot my fucking eye.
So
anyway, talk about the fucking game.
So this guy said, "Well, the mask. What is the mask for?" It's probably because the guy who was testing out the gaming setup, and why does the gamer bed, it was called, comes in a bigger size that might accommodate 2 people. Oh, I forgot. It's a twin bed.
Yeah, that's for you and the old lady.
You or your bitch.
Or dude. Hey, could be guy, could be girl. I ain't judging. You and your...
I didn't realize it was that big. So,
I can think of all kinds of scenarios where that'll work out pretty fucking good.
So the image we'll see it was in black and red. He said, why doesn't it come in less aggressive color?
It's a gaming fucking bed. If you don't like it, go somewhere else. Black and red is great colors. I don't give a fuck who you are.
It's overused colors, to be honest.
No, it ain't. Black, red, and blue, and white are our best colors ever. Black, white, red, blue. What else you need?
So his this person's next question was, what impact might this have on sleep hygiene? Don't know.
Well, who knows if it's comfortable?
Yeah.
You ain't gonna be sleeping much in anyway. You're gonna be playing video games. How you
Oh shit! Is
$1,000? It ought to be.
No, where is it?
Where is it?
Oh wait. What does the gamer Onsis come in my size? I think it's
onesie.
Onesie. I think that's the beanbag.
Yeah. Is that a tube of lotion next to the bed?
The blue.
Yeah. You're a gamer. You got to get those hands all fucking lubed up, ready to go. You got to do that, you know. And that's also why you need the Kleenexes. Because you never know what you might come across that you need to get those hands nice and lubricated.
Oh, I hope we don't get copyright.
Moisturized.
I hope.
Like, you know what I'm talking about.
I hope we don't get copyright strike for this.
YouTube.
Fuck you.
It's his fault.
Oh, fuck
You
off.
brought the fucking...
This is a questions, okay? So the next one, why does it... Oh, never mind.
Uh-oh.
My coworker...
How many more questions you got?
Oh. Okay, never mind. Okay, so next gaming news. is about EA.
Oh, Electronic Arts, one of the classics that
Hated.
no one likes anymore.
The hated company.
Can we say the word? Micro?
Transaction.
Right.
There
you go.
They're doomed from the start.
You're fucked, EA. You were one of the best companies in the world, and you got greedy. And when you get greedy, the people are going to backlash.
And people still want to pay for the games. So anyways, EA got leaked about a new Star Wars game.
Uh-oh.
It's called Project Maverick. There is no release date, and we don't know when it will come out, but it is pretty big. So
well, it's EA.
This also means that EA still has the copyrights for Star Wars too to make their games.
Which means them and Disney's hand in hand, because that's a Disney product.
Yep.
Hey, EA has the money and backing. They can make a great fucking game. There's no question about that. I mean, EA Sports, it's in the
That's
game.
That's only EA Sports.
Still EA.
Okay.
Anyways. It's a division of EA.
Yeah. They have
all right.
Shut it down.
All right, let's go to sports. Speaking of EA.
No, we're almost done.
Oh, he's got another. I'm sorry.
So,
shit. Try to
Riot Gaming, the people who made League of Legends,
yeah,
are making a first-person shooter game.
Oh, yeah.
They're also attacking Activision and Blizzard for their first-person shooter game.
Right.
Valorant, is that how you say it?
Let's look at it again. Valorant. Who the fuck knows? Valorant or Valorant?
I think it's called
Tomato.
I think it's called Valorant.
Whatever they say.
So apparently it is a mix of Counter-Strike Global Offensive, Overwatch, Call of Duty, and Rainbow Six Siege.
Yeah, right.
That 4 games in one. I see some gameplay. It looks interesting. It does look like Counter-Strike Global Offensive, but there's a lot of aiming. So I don't know what the Rainbow Six Siege side of it is, or the Call of Duty side, but I think it'd probably be really good.
Maybe you jump in the water and swim. There's your Call of Duty. They don't take much for them to pretend that they're other games.
Call of Duty has made a Battle Royale. I think it came out very successful.
But they're not talking about that. You can't have all that shit into one game.
Well, who knows? Well, that's all I have for gaming news.
Well, that's quite a bit. So I guess we'll go into sports.
Yeah. You
going to start or you want me to?
Oh, yeah. So we got some upsets in basketball this week. So wait,
I got shit to do before you do that.
Well, that ain't about the brackology shit.
Okay, go ahead, Jim.
That's what I was saying in the first place. So these are games that are gonna impact the basketball. So Maryland and Kentucky have lost their game yesterday.
All right.
Pretty badly. And Michigan State have beat Penn State. There we go. Which is pretty big too.
I'm happy about that.
If we win our next game tomorrow, we will be tied first place between Maryland, Michigan State.
Go Illini! Fighting Illini! All right. Cool.
We should say some news about Illinois too.
Well,
the college students are also making. Well, this ain't part of the sports, but apparently students are voting for a mascot for Illinois.
Well, the student senate is.
They should just keep Chief. Keep it like it was before.
Well, Chief wasn't a mascot, but we don't need a mascot. Indiana didn't have a mascot. How they doing? They okay? They're fine.
I still think the Chief, because he was an icon of Illinois.
Yeah, well, I'm with you on that, but that ain't never gonna happen. I'm with you, but it ain't never gonna happen. So let's not have any mascot. We'll just call us Fighting Illini and call it a day. To be honest, not the only mascot I'd like to see is a fucking military guy that's fucking, like fighting Illini, you know, the gun and shit, military kind of guy.
Well, I saw like a bird that had orange and blue over
How's
it.
that fighting? Fighting what? Fighting fucking the cold? What are you fighting? A bird. Fighting not getting shot? I mean, what the fuck? That sucks.
I don't know.
It ain't gonna work. Can you imagine the laughing stock? Can you imagine someone dressed up in a bird going into State Farm Center, Assembly Hall, whatever you want to call it, walking around? You think they're gonna get booed? I think so.
They're going to get booed.
They're gonna get booed. So no. They tried that shit before with some other
With
thing.
an otter.
Right. That didn't work out.
Who? There's no otters in Illinois.
No. Please get over it. We don't
Probably
need a
in
mascot.
southern Illinois, but not in central Illinois.
We don't need a mascot. They're stupid anyway. Who gives a fuck having some
I'd
stupid
rather have
fucker
Chief back. That's
Stupid
all I
fucker
care.
drive in a fucking out, you know. Are we fucking 12? We're having a birthday party at the fucking rink? Is that what the deal is? We gotta have some stupid ass in a foam fucking costume fucking running around? That's a mascot. Who gives a fuck? You know what? Should have had the segment, Who Gives a Fuck segment. So what I ought to have.
Well, we
Instead
did.
of- I know, I should bring that shit back. Who gives a fuck? That's one of them. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
All
There
right,
goes our who gives a fuck thing.
there it goes.
Okay, so now on to you.
All right, sports news. Sports news, sports news, sports news! With me. Okay, XFL, guys. XFL. I know no one gives a fuck about it, obviously, because the week 4 viewership has gone down. For the last 3 weeks, it's gone down. It was like 3.6 million viewers first week. We're at 1.4 now.
Well, how many people live in the United States?
Why are you asking me? I don't fucking know. Google that shit. How many? Hey guys, post in the comments how many fucking. I don't have a clue. How many in the United States? Too many. That's how many. Too fucking many. Anyway, it's still not that good.
Oh shit.
But while he's looking up how many, I'm gonna go ahead and give you the finals of last week's Saturday and Sunday because I do watch it. I think everyone should watch it because Major League Baseball, they have their minor league teams.
They got a AA and AAA in baseball.
Right, they got the minor leagues that people go to, and those people in the minor leagues, sometimes they get good enough that they can bounce up to the major leagues. It gives people something to watch. XFL, minor leagues, NFL. Some of those guys didn't quite get to the NFL, but now with the XFL, they can hone their skills, and maybe they can move on. And maybe some in the NFL bounce down because they lost their skills. Either way, why not? There ain't shit going on right now anyway. There is basketball, but besides that, there's nothing else going on. So why not?
Except for baseball spring training.
I don't count. Who gives a fuck? Once again, that's who gives a
until
fuck.
regular season starts.
Right.
Well, I got the results right here.
160 fucking games, whatever. Fuck. Huh?
3.27.2 million people live in the U.S.
327.2 million, and they got 1.4 million views.
Dude.
That's not too great.
Yeah.
But we're a very diverse country. All right, XFL guys. I'm gonna do it in my sportscaster voice. And try not to fuck up like I did the last time.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. Saturday, February 29th, we had the Los Angeles Wildcats against the New York Guardians. New York Guardians beat the Wildcats by 3 points. A field goal, 17-14. The other game on Saturday evening, was the Seattle Dragons against the Seattle Battlehawks.
These are badass names.
And not Seattle, St. Louis Battlehawks. Sorry about that. Seattle Dragons against the St. Louis Battlehawks. It was a very good game. Battlehawks won 23-16. And then we had 2 games on Sunday. Houston Roughnecks against the Dallas Renegades. This is an in-state rivalry against the state of Texas. 27-20. The Roughnecks win by a touchdown. Last game Sunday evening was the DC Defenders against the Tampa Bay Vipers. What the fuck? Vipers?
I think last week the Defenders were really good. Last
We
week.
got snakes in Tampa Bay though. How about, I know Gators is taken, but how about fucking Crocs? Something, I don't know. Vipers? I know there's a pandemic of fucking
Snakes.
pythons down there. People letting them out and shit. Anyway, they're pretty good regardless. They beat DC Defenders 25-0 Sunday night. And let's hope. Please watch the fucking XFL. We got to keep it going. It gives us something to watch besides just basketball. It's nice to have a little bit of competition, something else to watch. Guess what else is going on this week?
UFC.
UFC 248. UFC 248. It's also one of those.
Just say there's ones that are really important to watch.
You don't want me to go through all of them?
Well, we need to rush through it.
We do?
Yeah.
You think that'll shut off too quick?
Well, we got Tanner over there.
You good?
I'm good.
Tanner's good. He's our producer for the night, and he doesn't want to be here, but we're
forcing him.
Yeah, we're trying to help.
No, I could just leave right now.
Don't leave, Tanner. We need you.
You're having entertainment already. You've been laughing like for the past 20
Yeah.
minutes.
Yeah, because it's kind of stupid.
We'll cut that out. We don't want to fucking hear that negativity. But thank you for your opinion. Okay, UFC 248. Always gotta have fucking haters, don't we? Fucking haters in own family. Own fucking family.
Well,
I'm not talking about I'm not talking about the podcast. I'm talking about some of the stuff that you guys are saying.
How's it stupid?
It's just funny.
Oh, that's true.
Okay, UFC 248. T-Mobile Arena, Las Vegas, Nevada. A bunch of who gives a fuck guys, once again. We got Israel. I'm going to watch it, though, because I love UFC. Hey, some of these guys you don't even know are fucking badass, and they'll kick your ass. And don't get me wrong, I don't want to meet any motherfuckers, because you'll kick my ass. And I'm a lover, not a fighter. That's for goddamn sure. Anyway.
All fair and love and war.
I'd rather love than war. Israel Adesanya against Yoel Romero. This is actually going to be a pretty good fight. I'm kind of joking about some of the other guys, but this is going to be a good fight. Israel's 18-0 and Yoel's 13-4-0, and they're pretty good. It's not a championship fight, but it's still pretty good. And the co-main event is going to be really good because it's got Joanna Jedrzejczyk. I can't ever say her name. She's the Polish gal, 16-3. She's been a champion, strawweight champion already. She's really fucking good. She don't fucking pull no punches. She comes out to start right from the get-go. She's against another gal called Wei Zhang, 20-1. Don't know much about her, but I do know one thing. She's going to get with fucking ass whooped. Because Joanne has fought all of them. The only one she can't beat.
It can probably be upset.
Guess who she can't beat? From Brazil. Amanda
Nunes.
Right. She's champion. And she is a bad mother.
Wait, is she in the strawweight?
Could be.
I thought
she was.
I thought she was in the welterweight.
Well, if I'm wrong, go ahead and post it down below. I could be wrong. I don't actually research all the shit. I just talk out my ass. So, lightweight, but only, see, who knows, right? Benel Darush against Drakkar Klose, and Neil Magny against Jing Lang, and Alex Oliveira against Max Griffin, Derek Brunson against Edmund Shabazan. It's been canceled. And he said that last time. So anyway, I'm not even going to go through preliminaries. Preliminaries is going to be on ESPN, 7 p.m. Central. Main event is at 9 p.m. Central, 10 p.m. Eastern. Early prelims, if you give a fuck, on the Fight Pass for UFC. Starts at 5:30 p.m. Central, 6:30 Eastern. I guess that's about it. So what the plan now is, I got to take a piss. Normally I'd get another drink of my Pepsi, but pretty much empty on that. I already drank my my cans. My bottles. Got them from Mexico. You know, the Mexican, like, Coke bottles. That's what these are.
Corona!
It's not Corona. Don't ever say that. It's a virus, and we ain't going there.
I thought you
talked about the virus.
I shouldn't say that. After you take your piss, I'll probably say it.
Yeah, you don't want to say it because otherwise two things will happen. One of two things. Will they get sponsored? Which would be a good thing.
That would be
Or
a good thing.
we'll get kicked off YouTube, which would be a bad thing. So you
No,
never know.
We'll get 3 strikes, then we get kicked off of YouTube.
Then you're out.
Yeah.
Just like
Yeah.
baseball.
Yes.
You get 3 strikes, they take away your entire account.
You see how these guys know? They probably already got 2 strikes against them now.
Everyone knows this.
Not everyone. All right, we're back. We're going to do the brackets and bracketology and AP poll and predictions. And like before, like I always do, I'm going to get behind the camera this time and zoom in, and while he's talking about everything, and we'll talk about it. So here we go.
Okay, so Andy does this thing every I think it's on the weekends, I believe. Or if not, it's probably on a Thursday or Friday, I believe. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on it. But right now, this is right here is what his bracket looks like right now. I'm gonna ask you guys and Dad. You can put it down in the comment section and see which team surprises you that's in the bubble, which is a big thing in the basketball thing. The bubble, like 16, 15, 14, and 13, I believe. 12, probably. Or which team is surprisingly in the brackets. So I'm also going to ask Dad the same thing about Andy's. So what is your surprise on Andy's Cats' bracket? Thinking that
Well, let me zoom
surprise that's in the
Well, I think North Texas is one of those that surprised me.
Yeah, that's one of them.
For sure.
I don't believe they were in last year.
Nope.
Shit.
And what's
Or the others.
what's kind of interesting too is South Dakota State is now in it against Gonzaga, and last week North Dakota State was in it. I don't think it was against. It probably was
I
Gonzaga.
think it was on this. I think it was on,
It's on the
Joe's.
Joe's Lenardi instead of Andy Katz.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. I watched too many of them. Oh yeah, you're right. Well, it happens. We'll cut that out too.
Mm-hmm.
But seriously though, I would say definitely North Texas would be one of them for sure.
Yeah.
That I was kind of like, what? Little Rock for sure. Like, what the fuck? Prairie View? Who the fuck? Is that the junior high school up here or what?
Oh, stop.
Right? You know what I'm saying? Eastern Washington? Seriously. So yeah, those would be the ones that surprised me, to be honest. God bless him though, man. I like seeing him go through it, beat up some of these
Right now,
some of these others,
since
but
we're Illinois fans, Andy has put Illinois in the 6th seed, and right now we're definitely far into the Big Ten. After the Big Ten starts, I'm probably gonna take off Joe's Lavar and put the Big Ten tournament on here.
right.
Because we're in the Big Ten conference.
Right.
It's pretty big.
One and done. Yeah, we'll move over to the Big Ten tournament and we'll put out the bracket.
What does the Big Ten tournament start next? Oh yeah, this Sunday we have to watch the Sunday selection.
Yes.
Which will start at 6 p.m. Central Time.
So be ready.
I think that's who's going to be in the brackets, I believe. That's what I think it is. So off over here on Joe's, the red and black are kept, and the thing I have blue as the switcher, or the teams that have been changed. Yeah, I did. So, where does he have Illinois? I think it was somewhere in the middle. I can't find it. Oh,
it's
8th.
8th.
Up against if this is true, Illinois is up against the defending champions. Well, not defending, because
they can't be called defending champions because they lost all their starters. So reigning champions versus Illinois, and this is probably gonna be a really good. I don't know because Virginia has been in the AP poll for this entire basketball year.
Yeah.
So I don't know
Well, you know what I think?
what.
Virginia was last year's champion. Illinois is going to be this year's champion.
No,
That's the way that's going to work.
I don't
Hell
know.
yeah. Go Illinois.
I don't know.
Hey, go Brad Underwood.
So from Joe's bracket, who do you think is surprising to you?
All right, let me back up a little bit. Figure out what the fuck that was.
Oh, that was paper down here.
All right. We'll zoom back in. So I think Montana is quite interesting.
Montana has been in these brackets for quite a while. They've been like in the past 3 bracket.
Really?
Yeah, they always been showing up. I don't know what conference they're in, but they always show up.
What about Wright State? Bottom left, 15.
Wright State is probably one of the new ones I have never seen.
Uh-huh. Most definitely. Most definitely. As we keep going and looking. Fucking who is NC Alt? Oh, NCAT&T, right?
A&T.
A&T.
We went up against them
Against
at the very,
Robert
very
Morris.
beginning.
Or Robert Morris, that's right.
We went up against them at the very beginning
Kicked
of the
their
season.
fucking ass.
Yeah, we kicked their ass.
That's how we roll.
And they're surprising in the bracket.
Right, right. North Dakota State. Let's talk about that. I already said it.
Last week was South Dakota State.
Yeah, I
This
said that
week-
on the other one, but this week's North Dakota State. And then Little Rock. Who would have thought?
Yeah, was it Little Rock near Rhode Island?
That's
no,
in
wait.
Arkansas.
Oh, Arkansas.
That's
Never
down
mind.
south.
I'm all messed
That's
up.
all right. He's had too much to drink. Too much Kool-Aid.
Yeah, right.
Tea.
So
Anyway.
I think that's it for predictions. I don't think we can do the this week's game predictions because this is last week and there's already been game tournaments already went through.
So no game predictions this week?
No, not this
Okay,
week.
you want to look at want everyone to look at the AP poll?
AP poll hasn't
Hasn't changed?
oh shit, yeah. Okay, so I have the black has been the one that has changed. Right now there are Kansas is still ranked 1, but Baylor,
I'm going to zoom in. Okay.
Baylor has went down. And I think on Monday, I think they play on Monday. I'm not sure. They are now on a 2-game losing streak. But it'll say 1-game losing streak because this was recorded before the game. So yeah, there goes that.
Yeah, everything's fluid around here. Shit happens.
This is going to be a big shocker. Duke is ranked 12. This is the lowest they have ever been. I have ever seen.
Not ever.
I'm not really a big Duke fan. I always pick Duke for the NC tournament, and they kind of lost.
The NCAA, yeah.
But I'm probably going to pick a
They're
different team to go this entire...
Illinois.
Yeah. And I have to show it in front of a teacher how dedicated I am.
Well, show them this video. That's how
Her.
dedicated you are. Show her this video. That's how dedicated you are.
Yeah. So, what else shook the entire thing? Maryland's still ranked 9. Oh, yeah, at the very bottom, from 25, 24, 23, 20, 18, 19, 16, and 9. We got 8 teams in the Big Ten tournament in the AP poll.
Hell yeah.
That's pretty big.
And that tells you right off the bat
that Big Ten is a tough conference.
And as Brad Underwood says, it is the best conference in the nation. It is the toughest conference in the nation. It is the best, hardest conference in the nation. They play the roughest, they play the hardest, and we got the best teams. You want to compete and you want to be in the best, Big Ten is the best conference.
But not in football. I think the
Talking basketball.
Well, I know basketball, but in football, I think the SEC because of LSU,
Yeah.
Alabama.
Yeah.
They have to.
Well, they look at football a lot differently than we do up here.
Yeah.
It's like a
When
religion
football
down there.
starts, we'll talk about it.
We will talk about it.
But yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna do football. It's gonna be different.
We'll figure that out. One thing though, before we do that, we're gonna have the March Madness coming up real soon,
And we'll
and we're definitely gonna have the
try.
brackets up here. We'll get it done between him and I. We'll figure it out, and so you guys can see it. And every week it changes, one and done.
I think we'll do off of this one.
Probably we'll do it off the bigger one. We'll make sure we get it done right. We could even maybe do like some on that one and then some on that one and then have it come together. We'll figure it out.
I think we want to do it on this one.
We might just do it on that one. We'll figure it out though.
Okay, let's
But
end it.
I think we're pretty much done. So thank you guys for watching everything. I'm going to come back around. We'll finish this up.
Hey, can you
You want to stand and do it this time?
yeah. You guys.
All right, hold on. I will come around. We'll just stand. Ain't nothing wrong with that. This is Todd Moore.
Tyler Moore.
Thank you so much for watching our video. Sorry it's taken so long, and we've had technical difficulties tonight, but we appreciate you hanging out. This is the More is Less show. Sorry it took so long. Have a good evening, and we'll see you next week. Thank you. Goodbye.
Bye.